This episode of the Damage Guild podcast is sponsored by listeners like you. Join the guild at patreon.com/damageguild to receive exclusive perks, member rewards, and bonus content.
Previously on the Damage Guild podcast.
The bandit leader is really struggling against that web.
Good.
Sweet.
Nice.
Tokas, give me a strength check.
I rolled a 2.
You feel a force acting on you and suddenly feel yourself being lifted into the sky. And then once again, acid starts to strike around you. Then you feel yourself released and you fall down to the ground. You crash to the ground and take 8 points of damage. And the leader just cannot get out of there.
How close am I? To the front of the enemy caravan.
120 feet.
Perfect. I want to just slice through there with lightning. I'll call upon the lightning of the Ramlord. I am Shabba, etc., etc. I'm going to lightning you to death.
The mage throws a little ball of flame that engulfs you in a gigantic fireball. The bandit leader finally manages to get out of the web.
Boys, I think it's time. Azlo turns toward the leader, points his finger, and launches a psychic attack at him, and he makes an intelligence saving throw.
Failed.
Sweet!
Yes!
Alright, it's going to be 7d6.
Oof.
Wow, 7d6.
Sweet, sweet D6.
That's like fireball status.
It is. It's crazy. Except only on one target.
Sure, but it's got like the seeking thing too. Doesn't it like
Wow.
seek out its target as well?
It has the, like, if you know their name, you can name them kind of a thing.
And it incapacitates them.
Wow. So I got 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 on my dice. I didn't roll lower than a 3.
That's
Oh my
pretty good.
goodness.
So 12, 16, 21,
30.
and then, 30. And also he's incapacitated until the start of his next turn.
Yes.
Wow.
Until the start or the end of his next turn.
I think the end of his
End
next
of
turn.
his next turn.
So he loses a full turn.
Yes.
Time walk.
Yes, just time walked him.
Wow.
All right. So he wasn't even facing you. He's attacking Tokas, and then you suddenly shoot him with this mind bolt, and he just stands there, waving back and forth, completely stupefied. As those attacked again. Miss.
Oh, I probably should have moved up too as well. I'll get a little closer into combat there.
Okay.
It's such a powerful spell, man. You should be proud.
It is. It's crazy.
And it's such a rare spell check type.
Right. Yeah. The intelligence save is clutch.
Yeah, I'm not aware of any other intellect checks.
Yeah.
Can anybody think of one?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I lack any good, like, long-ranged attack spells. Like, I mean, you have those in spades. Even your cantrips can do, like, decently long-range attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one area where I was weak. It's a level 4, so I only get to cast it once, but there you go.
Yeah, but you'll gain more 4th level slots over time.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you even get a second one next level, or?
I think so.
Wow, you're just such a spellcaster, man. like there's so many levels on the Eldritch Knight track that you just don't gain an extra of anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, yep.
Rangers like that too. Has been.
Yeah, several spells levels where nothing changes about your spell tree.
Or just about anything.
We should just never play anything that's a partial caster ever again, Jay.
I don't mind it, because Rangers are cool otherwise. They have other things they can do. I mean, as an Eldritch Knight, you're basically, you always forget that you're also a fighter, and you can do things like
a full fighter.
Like Second Wind and Action Surge, and plus you get spells.
Mm-hmm.
So the spells are really like an extra.
Plus armor and weapons.
The spells are the gravy, they're not the detriment there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to remind you that I can only use hand crossbows as my best ranged weapon. With a range of 30 feet and 1d6 damage, so...
Right.
Well, we switched you out of a longer ranged weapon, which was maybe... I remember why we did it, because it works with your fighting style better.
No, he literally can only use a hand crossbow. He just mistook it for a light crossbow.
Yeah, I just mixed them up and accidentally used the wrong type for half the campaign.
Yeah, so in a weird sense, we need you in closer proximity, but we don't want you in closer proximity.
Yeah.
Because you're like our healer as well, so we've got a weird dynamic going on.
We do. It's nice and weird.
It's okay.
Yep.
So Stripey takes another crossbow bolt for 10 points of damage. And the archer that's near Azlo shoots at the bandit leader and gets 2 solid hits in. And now it's Stripey's turn.
Nice.
Stripey's gonna try to take down this mage. Come on, Stripey. Alright, there's a decent roll. 21 to hit.
Hits.
For 9.
He is still up, but he's looking pretty battered.
Oof.
Scratched and bleeding all over his legs as Stripey just tears into him.
Alright.
Okay, back to Shabba. Oh yeah, you could see the two farthest bandits that are caught in web have managed to break free, and they've started to withdraw. One of them's carrying loot, the other one's just getting away from the 3 guys that were attacking him.
Are the 3 guards following them?
2 of them are at the moment.
Okay. Alright, can I continue to move around the enemy caravan to get a clear shot at the mage?
Yeah, you can step off to the side and take a shot between some wagons at the mage.
Okay. Give that a try. Ugh, that's not very good. Actually, it's not bad. It is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Well, wait, but Stripes gets to...
Stripes does get to follow up. You're right. And Stripey misses! Oh.
No.
Crapola with a 7.
Tokas,
Technically, I'm not in melee combat with somebody right now, right?
you are. You're right between both the leader and one of the guys with the shield.
Yeah, but he's restrained, is he not? That's the one in the web?
No, you couldn't get up to the one in the web because he's through a wagon.
So I'm next to the shield guy. I don't really care about the shield guy then. Like, guys, shouldn't I help us down the mage finally?
I think so.
Yeah. The mage is going to go down with one more hit.
This is a good opportunity for me to move. You think the mage is going to go down?
With one more hit, probably, yeah.
You can't quite get there with a single move.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't planning to do melee attacks. I was just planning to break out of melee and then maybe do a ranged attack on the mage.
So you teleport away, then you run back into melee, then you run out of melee.
Yeah. Is there a possibility that I could incur a hit from the shield dude behind me to move up to strike one of the dudes enraptured in the web near me?
You break away from the shield guy, and also from the leader a little ways, and you circle around to the back of one of your wagons and attack one of the looters who's stuck in the web there.
Yep. So that'll give me advantage on him, correct?
Yes.
Sweet.
Well, I get to attack you first. You need to do that?
You do. You do get to attack me first.
Yeah, I missed.
And you missed. Okay. I'm going to attack. That should hit. I rolled a 16 plus my modifier.
Okay, hit.
This is my war hams.
Swing that ham, baby.
Swing that hawk.
Oh, yeah.
A big, meaty hawk.
I was considering a green flame blade, but I think the way that war magic for Eldritch Knight is worded, it's like if you lead off with a cantrip, then the weapon... I mean, like, we could just attribute this weapon attack to be for this, correct?
I rolled that you could do cantrip and attack in either order.
Oh.
House roll.
Okay. Okay.
There's no reason not to hit the leader right now.
Right, but this other guy is currently in a web, and so I have advantage on him. I wanted to kind of milk that.
Oh, right. True.
The leader also just took heavy damage, but he's going to be hit by when I do this green flame blade. All right, sweet. Thane, I'll just do it.
Actually, you're not between the two of them close enough for the green flame blade.
Oh, okay, so the green flame's not going to work. Okay, I'll just do some normal attacks then. That's fine. So I deal 10 physical, bludgeoning, and another attack. Ooh, double 19s. That's a weird roll.
Ooh, a dub 1919?
And then another, just another 8 physical.
Alright, he was only lightly wounded before, but you did some pretty serious damage to him.
Sweet.
So he's turning towards you and definitely drew his attention.
I mean, should I action surge here and just down one of our enemies? You guys think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Brian's feeling it? Alright, I'm going to action surge and just try to get this guy down. Here we go. 17 to hit.
Hit.
Sweet. Ooh, rolled low on the damage. Only 6 damage on him. He's still up, isn't he?
He's still up, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, here we go.
These guys have a lot of hit points, remember?
He was barely hurt before.
Yeah.
They do. That's definitely going to hit. Ooh, I crit.
Yes.
Wow, I'm rolling crazy tonight. I promise you, I rolled on some plastic D20s, a 19 and a 20.
Oh, wow.
It's really weird.
A high roller.
All it does is get me an extra D8 in this case, though. But I'll take it. Alright, so that's 10 plus 4, so that's 14 extra damage.
Alright. He's severely wounded now, so...
Oh, I didn't even kill him. Crazy.
Didn't kill him, but he's taken a few hits and looks ready to counterattack.
These guys are really tough.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, I'm complete.
First thing that happens is the mage throws out a second fireball on Tokas and Stripey.
Isn't this gonna hit the... Oh, okay, you're centering it between Stripey and I.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So roll your dexterity saves, and 32 damage.
will roll it.
Save for half.
It also hits one of their wagons of note.
Yep, it does.
I learned my lesson from the last time. I am going to use the int spear.
Yeah, session ants.
I rolled really poorly, despite that. I rolled a 9 and a 5, and the 9 would be an 11.
11 does not save.
All right, well, Stripey does have advantage. Still not great rolls. 13.
It's not enough.
Dang it.
I mean, guys, this is so much damage again. Maybe I should just invulnerability once again.
Well, Stripey can't do that, so he's going downtown to Chinatown.
Oh, no.
There's not much I can do for him here.
Stripe father.
Guys, what do you think about me invulnerability?
I think if you're going to go down, if you don't do it, then you kind of have to do it.
I'm not going to go down. You think I should just take it? I'll just take it.
How much will you be at?
So I'm at 51 right now, and this is 29 damage. How much was it?
It's 32.
32. Okay, so I would drop down pretty significantly.
Be at 19.
Yes.
If invulnerability is a reaction, then you should wait until the last possible moment to use it.
Technically, yeah. Magic the Gathering rules, I know.
It's just such a big
It's just this
hit
is a lot of damage prevention.
that, it prevents a lot all at once.
And then they can just chip me dead. Like, the leader has 3 attacks, for example.
That's true. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, it's worth it to...
We'll find some time for me to rest, hopefully. I'm gonna go invulnerable once again.
All right.
As a response.
Right on.
Big money.
Cool.
Big money, big money.
So you shield yourself from the flames once again.
I'm sure the mage is just like, what is going on?
Well, he got Stripey this time.
Thought I hit him. Well, yeah, he does down stripes. And Tokas might not lament, but you and Azlo certainly can.
And then the guy that you attacked also turns and attacks you and hits. Do you want to try shielding?
No, I don't think I should spend it here.
All right.
Although, is the leader going to get to attack finally, or is this the incapacitated turn?
This is the turn he's incapacitated.
Yeah, I should just take this hit. I hope I can.
You take 8 points of damage from that.
Okay.
I just remembered he has disadvantage on that because he's still in the web. So never mind. He misses because of the web.
Sweet.
He tries to swing at you, but he gets his arms cut and doesn't quite follow through.
Just like,
And the other guy fails to break out of the web. So it is Azlo's turn, and the leader has woken up.
Okay.
I feel like these webs just like totally ruined their operations here, guys. Seriously. Like, they're not looting anymore, right? I mean, they're running away with what's in their hands. They're not like transferring stuff from our carts to their carts anymore.
They got a few big boxes of things in the beginning, but at this point, yeah.
Into their carts.
Yeah, but like, we webbed several of their carts.
Yeah, we got 2 of their carts webbed. What happened to the horse that the mage hit with the fireball? Or horses?
That's true. There's some carts where Stripey and I was. Did it like singe the carts? Did they catch fire?
Yeah, well, the webs are burning up. They're going to be almost completely gone. And the cart is damaged. The horse is killed by the fireball.
Oh, wow.
Aw. All of our horse lovers out there, I'm sure, are very sad now. Dead horse. Wow.
Well, the mage had other more important things to worry about,
Yeah, true.
like dead himself.
Yeah, that's a good way for him to remove the attacker that was on him. Just blast him.
How's the leader doing health-wise?
He's just fine.
He's moderately wounded,
Okay.
mostly mental damage.
Someone next to him?
There's one guy with a shield next to him.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of spreading out at this point, but we want to take down the mage. What's after that? Do we have a plan other than that?
The leader, I guess?
Well, I mean, I was going after that target because I had advantage on the attacks. I don't have anybody up here helping me flank yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you could be my buddy to flank the leader with?
I can try. It's going to take me a little while to get there, but...
You're not within 1 move?
No, I don't think so.
Not with the leader, but you could go into the shield guy behind him.
You're talking about the mage, right, Tokas?
No.
No, I'm saying
that's
get in
right.
the cluster, get in the thick where the leader and the other guy is with me, and we can set up some flanking together.
Yeah, I forgot where you were. Yes, I will try to set up flanking.
Well, Tokas, you're also not next to the leader.
I'm not next to the leader right now, but I could be next turn.
All right, well, I'll move up to the leader and try to set it up.
You can't quite get to the leader. You can get to the shield guy next to him.
Okay.
Yeah, well, your Kingslayer's charged again. Why not just give him a thrashing?
This guy is completely unhurt.
Oh, totally unhurt. Okay. Well, so in other words, I'm going to move up to the leader and the shield guy and try to get into flanking with Tokas next turn.
Okay, so you're going to double move to get there.
No, I think he was saying like his next player turn to set up.
I wouldn't get into melee with anybody if you can't attack. I would move up a little bit, maybe take a crossbow shot this turn, and then do a move into melee next turn.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cool, clever things that Brian could be doing that I'm going to mention now, which is you could be pushing the enemy back into the webs.
That's true.
With your push shot, whatever it is. I think that has some usefulness.
Thunderwave?
Oh, that's true. Thunderwave.
Yeah, why are we not Thunderwaving here?
I'm going to move up and Thunderwave those two dudes.
And would that push one or more of them into the web?
Potentially.
I like it.
All right. I'll try to position myself as such.
Force them to do those checks again.
All right, the shield guy fails, the leader succeeds.
2d8.
Get back into those webs.
I rolled 2 7s.
Nice.
Solid.
Anyone who failed the check gets pushed back 10 feet away from me.
Yep, he's going to be back in that web then.
Shield guy falls off the back of the wagon and into the webs.
Nice.
The leader staggers forward momentarily, but does not actually get pushed.
All right. And then neither of you have Bardic Inspirations left?
Nope.
No, I used mine as well.
All right. I will turn and give one to Tokas then.
Thanks, buddy.
Anytime. All right. That's it for me.
Sweet use of Thunderwave.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thought.
Yeah, you're the one that's best at pushing people around.
Much like in social situations.
Yeah, so you really could be doing more of that potentially as if this battle continues.
The farthest ones run away from the guards and are trying to get back to their own wagons, the ones that aren't in webs.
I should just web the rest of the wagons. Maybe they're in a cluster position. One of us could do that before they can make their getaway. Because I think we've webbed all their other carts, right? How many carts of theirs remain that aren't webbed?
4 of them.
Okay, and are those 3 within a web radii?
The horse on one of those carts is dead. It got fireballed.
Right, the horse on the cart, one of them's dead. That's true.
The horse on one of the webbed carts is dead, although that cart's now freed, but it's burning.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess 1 burning cart, 4 free, 1 webbed.
Yeah, so we have 2 more charges of the wand of web, so one of us, doesn't have to be me, one of us could try to gum up the carts.
In order for it not to be you would have to put the wand back through the bag.
Right. I mean, I haven't been using my item interaction on my turns. Couldn't I just say that I put it back on that last usage 2 turns ago? Or a turn ago?
Well, if you had known back then that you wanted to do that.
Give it to somebody else. Yeah, that's fair. So, like, Tokas is just kind of, like, chilling with it in his pocket or something.
I mean, it would be in your hand, I guess.
But my Warham and my shield are in my hands, Shabba.
Fair.
So I guess I've been using my item interaction to swap between the Warhammer and the wand already.
Yeah, maybe.
The bandits are all kind of moving around now. Those that are free, so 2 of the crossbowmen and 2 of the shields, are running for the wagons, and they get the 2 crossbowmen get on the wagons. The shield guys are still running for it, the mage is standing next to it, and various guards and other combat's happening, so hits are being dealt, and it's now Stripey's turn.
He's going to make a death save. What are the other caravan guards doing right now?
They're going to go right after Stripey. I mean, the archers have been shooting, and the other ones will go next.
Okay. Stripey's death save, he passes the first one.
The guards close in on one of the shield guys and on one of the crossbowmen as well, but they can't move far enough to make any attacks. And now it's Shabba's turn.
Alright. How am I looking here to line up something with some carts along the way and a shield guy at the end?
You could hit all 3 crossbowmen and one of the shield guys along with 2 carts, which the crossbowmen are in.
Doing it.
Is this going to wake up the hypnotized target in front of you, Shabba?
Yes.
No,
if you hit him.
I'm going to move past that guy before I do it.
But that might be the angle you need for this shot, though.
Well, I can move past the guy.
Oh, can you move in front of him?
He's probably about to wake up anyway. How many rounds has it been?
Good question.
That was the very first thing that happened.
So for mirror image, I have 7 rounds marked down, and that was a round or 2.
I think it was the round directly after you did hypnotic.
Yeah.
I think.
Pretty sure.
Okay, so there are 2 rounds left of...
2 rounds left, exactly.
Okay.
Alright. I've got 1 round left on my Zephyr Strike.
Should you use the extra force damage this shot?
You already used it.
I already used them. What I'm wondering is,
good.
rubbing the Lucky Rabbit's foot is a bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So if I instead use my Session Insp, then I can use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark the shield guy, and fire with advantage. Lightning charge.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Check.
I don't hate that.
Alright. Session Insp. Used.
Okay, are you going to go around to the opposite side of the hypnotized guy?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to move in in front of the hypnotized guy so I don't hit him. Actually, should I just hit the hypnotized guy if he's going to pop out of it anyway? Or he's got 2 rounds left?
Yeah, it's got a couple rounds left.
Okay.
He's got 2 rounds left, and I don't think Azlo's planning to do a new hypnotic, are you?
Probably not at this point.
I cannot. I'm out of 3rd level spells.
Right, yeah, so maybe
Alright,
move
so I'll
in
move
front
in front of the other guy.
Yeah, let's try to avoid him as long as we can. He's just a crossbowman. Who cares? He's only got like a weapon of death in his hands.
So I cast Hunter's Mark, and I mark the guy that I'm shooting at, which is the shield dude. And... alright, that will do nicely. That's a 24 to hit him. I will take 2 and immediately make a constitution save to see if I drop my Hunter's Mark. And I do, but I still have it for the spell, right? I think this happened one other time before, and...
Yeah, like we let him get the damage bonus, and then it fell off afterwards.
Right, so I take 2, and then we'll deal some damage. Ugh, man. Terrible rolls. I didn't get anything above a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rough, really?
Okay, yeah. So the lightning is a mere 9, and then the arrow does an additional 7.
Okay, that's just on the last target. Right.
On the last guy, yeah.
16 damage. And what about the ones in between?
Just 9.
Oh, you're using the same roll for...
Yeah, I usually just roll the lightning once and apply it equally to everybody. Didn't realize I could roll it twice.
I don't remember how it's written, so...
It just says 46 lightning. I don't know that it specifies. 46 lightning save for half. 1d6 lightning to you, and then the target equals the arrow damage plus 46 lightning. So I just assumed that it was always the same.
Well, it's written to be 2 separate rolls, but either way it works.
Wait, there's one interpretation of that where it's 4d6 for the AoE, 4d6 lightning for the target as well.
Yeah.
That's how I'm interpreting it. Have we been missing out on that extra lightning this whole time?
Well, it's not extra, it's just different.
It's not extra, it's just different. In this case, it benefits me to re-roll because I rolled so terribly. So, I don't know. DM's call.
Well, you've been doing just the one roll every time, so...
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's 2 instances, though. I'm not saying that's extra damage. It sounds like 2 instances, but it shortcuts to just roll it all at once.
I mean, it feels like it makes more sense for it all to be the same because it's the same streak of lightning, right? The lightning doesn't suddenly surge or become less powerful when it hits.
Right. It saves you time to do one roll of lightning.
Sure. Yeah.
But it sounds as if it's 2 instances.
So you deal some light damage. The wagons are struck by the lightning, though, so lightning passes through the wagons.
Does that scare the horses, or...?
Oh yeah, and it would hit the horses, too. They wouldn't be killed by it, but they're severely damaged, and they're definitely scared. So yeah, the horses are spooked, and they start running off with broken wagons, or damaged wagons. But it's Tokas' turn first.
Okay, so between me and Azlo, we could web up everything, couldn't we?
Yes.
Let's talk about some placements. I'm right in the thick of it. I bet I could web up, like, that cluster of enemies.
Totally.
Yeah.
All the ones that are running for the wagons.
Yeah, I want to stop them from escaping. Like, I want us to have our moment
like that.
to... Yeah, I think we web up everything. We have 2 more charges.
Let's do it.
What can I do?
That.
Blast it. Do it.
No, I'm saying, like, where could I place it best, you think, Dungeon Master?
You can catch 3 wagons or 1 wagon and 3 bandits.
Well, one of those wagons is horseless, though, isn't it? So here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out, Azlo. Because you're going to get to move. What if I web these 3 wagons, and then I put the wand in the satchel, you grab the wand, and then you could web the 2 remaining wagons, potentially?
That's nice.
Yeah, I think I like that.
It's not a good use of... we're not dealing any damage, but it's just we lock them down and force them to fight us.
Yeah, we've got allies dealing damage right now.
That's
right,
true.
we got allies. We're still mostly up. I've got 51 out of 66. So that's what we're going to do. So, Thane, I'd like to drop on the ones that wouldn't entangle Azlo. That should also entangle the mage.
Yeah.
I'm going for the carts instead of the cluster of enemies.
Okay, so you can catch 2 crossbowmen, the mage, and 3 wagons, and Stripey.
Yeah, that seems like a really good return on investment. And as Azlo's always saying,
it's all about the ROI, my friend.
Dude, we're regular Spider-Men this combat.
No joke.
That's true.
And I've also webbed up Stripey's body, it seems. Because he was near the mage, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's right next to him.
Yeah, so... I'm also embalming our cherished friend.
Alright, so you throw a web, put it back in the satchel.
Yep. Can I maneuver so that I'm also engaged in combat with the leader, or not really? Because I know I'm on one person.
You'd have to pick either the leader or the two-handed guy.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am then.
Okay. Mage.
How many spell slots does this guy have? Are we supposed to track spell slots when it comes to enemies? Or when we're DMing?
Ideally. Well, he manages to escape being trapped in the webs. Shabba, make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Shabba, you're quite wise, aren't you?
I am pretty wise. I'm not proficient in wisdom saves, but I'm decently wise.
Don't you also have, inspiration?
I don't. I used my session inspiration on that last shot.
Oh, you did, that's right.
Yeah.
And the rabbit's foot can't help you here.
Well, that's a good roll. A total of 18.
Alright.
Yeah, rabbit's foot couldn't have helped me. Correct.
So you feel something tries to affect your body physically, but you manage to hold it off.
Hold monster. I know that's bad.
It felt more like it was trying to change you in some way or affect your insides or something.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my.
It felt more sinister than just a paralysis.
Polymorph. He was going to turn me into a sheep.
Yeah.
And then the mage runs
Which would
up.
be fine, because we're all sheep in the afterlife anyway, right?
That's what Kavakians believe, at least.
That's exactly.
Wouldn't you be goats?
We are goats or sheep, whichever we choose. We get our own selection.
You get to pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one and stick with it for the rest of eternity.
It's a tough choice.
It is.
A lot of pros and cons to weigh.
Yeah, it's a really difficult one.
You're like, do I have more time to decide this? And Kavaki's like, no.
You must choose.
Tokas, the one that's in the web that was attacking you, hits you for...
Even with disadvantage?
Yes, even with disadvantage. He hits you for 10 points of damage.
Ow, okay, I'm going to roll concentration. Yowza. I rolled a 2. Pretty sure it's going to drop off. There goes my other hex that was holding that other guy. Did he still have disadvantage this last turn?
Yeah, same turn.
Good, he stayed in that web longer because I used that strength hex.
And now the bandit leader moves in and flanks Tokas.
Oh no, I'm flanked, guys.
Oh, crap. What are you gonna do?
Maybe I should have shielded. Because I knew he was going to go after me this turn, probably. I can't have known that for sure. He might have gone after Azlo.
Okay, hit. If you're going to shield, you have to tell me after each roll.
Yeah, so this is my last level 1 spell slot. I should just use it for shield, right, dudes?
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, I'm going to shield this time.
That turns 2 hits into 2 misses.
Sweet.
Wow.
The other one was a miss already.
But you guys understand my logic. I didn't shield on the first hit because I wasn't sure where the leader's going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he could have gone after you. I wasn't sure I wanted to commit my last level 1 spell slot. They're precious, okay? I only have so many. All that I have left, guys, in the spell reservoir is I have 1 level 2 spell slot. So that can be used on Misty, Rhymes, or Scorching Ray.
Azlo's turn.
Azlo will reach into the satchel, pull out the wand of web, and turn and fire it at the last 2 carts.
You might want to step out. Aren't you, right next to that cart?
Yeah, I might want to step out.
And Shabba's right next to the other
But
one.
I might wanna live large.
Isn't the hypnotic guy near those 2 carts? Couldn't you, tangle him up, too? The one that's gonna... His hypnosis is going away?
He's next to one of the open carts, but also right next to Shabba. Shabba's between the 2 carts and right next to the remainders of the webs.
Is Shabba gonna get webbed if we do this?
Oh, why don't I do the leader in the cart?
Yeah, leader in the cart.
Well, that cart has a dead horse, so I'm not sure you really care about that one.
He was the leader of the cart.
Couldn't he just tangle up the guy that's about to lose his hypnosis and the fresh cart?
That's true.
The horse-full cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I'll do that.
And that shouldn't affect Azlo.
Do that one.
Shabba.
Shabba or Azlo.
Well, we don't want it to affect either of them. They're both kind of close to this.
Yes, exactly. In a general that-way direction.
Yeah, but this is good. This is tying up the final cart. This is tying up an enemy so that when he wakes up... How does that work? Is he going to do the web check now, or does he do it when he starts his turn?
When they start their turn.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
So with your wand, you've managed to engulf at one point or another every single one of their wagons, plus probably almost, if not all of them.
Yep.
We've also engulfed some of our own wagons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine. They'll get over it.
Or will they?
But Thane, tell me, as a dungeon master, how frustrating is the web spell to micromanage?
It's not that bad. I mean, I've got a lot of guys and they're all going at different times, so it's kind of annoying, but I can handle it. So Azlo just went, do you want to move anywhere?
Oh, me? Do I want to move? I'll just kind of step off to the side a little bit to be a little farther from danger. Step back, I don't know, 10 feet.
The wand doesn't break when it runs out of charges, right?
If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ashes and is destroyed. And that is the last charge.
Yeah, I think we have to maybe risk blowing up.
That was the last charge.
So you got a 5% chance of losing your wand.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Wait, it's if he rolls a what?
If you roll a 1.
1.
If he rolls a 1... Well,
Just like my bow.
well, wait, but he's a halfling.
It doesn't count for that.
Does that
Doesn't
matter?
apply.
No, sadly.
Brian, just don't roll a 1.
Here we go. Okay, all I have to do
Just don't roll a 1.
not roll a 1 right now. It's a 14.
Okay. You keep your wand for another day.
Sweet.
It'd be really sad if that was destroyed. I'm glad I remembered that rule. I feel like we were going to forget that. I mean, I'm sad I remember that rule because we almost lost the 1, but I'm glad because we have less angry listeners.
Which direction are you backing away? Away from everything? Away from the web towards the leader?
More, well, oh gosh, what do I want to do? I'm sort of running out of spell slots myself.
Yeah, you're just not sure whether you're in the mood for melee combat right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Stay where you are.
Standing right next to the web in the wagon.
Yep.
The bandits can see that things are not really going their way. One of them goes towards the last horse that's free. Its wagon's caught, but the horse isn't. Actually, there's the other guy right next to him, too. So both of them are hacking at it. They break one half of it, so probably another round they'll have the horse free, and someone will be able to escape. Whoever's first on the horse, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
Your allies are taking shots. The lead crossbowman, who's on that same wagon, also is helping free the horse. So it's back to Stripey's turn.
Death save number 2. That's a failure. So 1 success, 1 fail.
So the other guards actually bring down one of the shield guys.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And then it's Shabba's turn.
Am I going after the leader here? I feel like I'm going after the leader here.
Isn't the mage up?
Oh yeah, the mage is still up. Yeah, he's hiding.
He's right next to the horse as well.
Yeah, mage isn't down. We should probably take out the mage first, right?
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. I will mark the mage. I'll move to where I can see him.
Yeah, probably the easiest way to see him would be to move away from this whole fight off to the side.
Sounds good to me. And I will take a shot at him. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
With a Hunter's Mark. And that's going to deal 12 damage to him.
12 is enough to bring down the mage.
Yes!
Hey.
Yes!
Nice.
Take it!
That's huge.
You son of a monkey's uncle.
That's a big deal.
Ooh. Man, that guy.
All right, I guess we're done here, guys. You guys want to retreat to the...
If only we were done.
Anything else, or is it Tokas' turn?
Am I within 1 movement of Stripey, just for future reference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, except that he's in the web,
Right.
so you can't actually get to him. You could, but you would be inside the web also.
Okay, so he's not right on the edge of the web, he's in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yep, I'm done.
Tokas?
So these guys should be close enough for Green Flame Blade to affect them both, right?
They just have to be within 5 feet of you, right? No, it's within 5 feet of the target.
5 feet of the target. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like they have to be really close together. But this is a stronger thing, though, than a normal attack for me, because I get the extra D8 of fire damage now that I'm 5th level or higher. It's better than a normal attack, damage-wise, even if there's no extra leap of flame.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to do that. So I could start with a normal attack on the dual wielder. He's a dual wielder, right?
Two-handed.
Yeah, and I have advantage on this attack.
Okay.
See his webbed.
So normal attack on him.
Normal attack. That's going to be a hit for... I rolled a natural 1 on my damage, guys. So that's 5 damage.
Alright, he's still up.
He's still up. Do I just kill him?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to green flame this guy. That's going to hit. And that was also with advantage. So it's a melee attack with an extra D8 of flame. So that is 5 flame and 11 fizz.
Alright.
That's an overkill, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you scorch him and he falls burning into the web.
Yeah.
Fire's slowly spreading out along the threads.
Yeah, does that light the web on fire? I hope not.
Now, you could choose to, since you can spread your fire 5 feet.
I choose not to do that. I'd like the web to remain.
Alright. That ends your turn then.
There's still a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
There's still quite a few enemies.
Well, you're the ones keeping them from running away. Otherwise, there would be a lot fewer of them right now.
Yeah, well, we want them to stay.
This is our job.
let's have a party. Yeah.
It's our job to make them stay.
We're not going to let them get away with it.
They're not taking our stuff. They're not taking our employer's stuff.
The leader is still attacking. The others look ready to give up, or just about.
Do they even, could they even surrender? Is there a way to see if there's do a morale check?
Okay, so everybody surrender your weapons and throw down everything that you took, and your lives will be spared. Please listen to us, or we'll kill you all.
Yeah, we don't want to have to slaughter you. We clearly have the advantage.
Stop the bloodshed.
Let's
Just give up.
No more blood need be spilled.
Yeah, no more bloodshed.
And we will spare your lives.
You're not going to get away. Give up now.
Shall I make a charisma check?
Yes, you should.
Make a persuasion or an intimidation, your choice.
And we can turn them into the local authorities or whatever. We're still close enough to town, aren't we? We're passing through one, right?
Yeah.
I'll say, all of you, lay down your weapons. You can see that we've trapped or killed all of your friends. Now is the time to lay down your weapons and surrender, and we will spare your lives. And I will do that with a 25 persuasion check.
That's not that good.
Yeah.
You should try again.
Yeah, you're right.
I would have used an inspiration there, probably. That sucked.
That's pretty amazing.
With the power of your words and your crown to aid you, and the fact that most of them can't do anything to fight back anyway, the leader still looks hesitant, but he sees all of his men surrendering. And no, just spare us, please. Let us go, or let us live. And the leader, he looks angry and frustrated at his men, but slowly starts to lower his sword. Very well. I don't suppose there's going to be any making it out of here alive, is there, if we keep on fighting?
No. Not for you, there ain't.
You are surrounded by webs.
And capable warriors, to boot.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of your crossbowmen is knocked out.
You're doing the right thing.
Your mage is dead.
Killed your mage? Yeah, I mean, it didn't have to come to that.
Your best friend, Swordy McShieldface is dead. Tokas just killed that guy. Killed a couple of your other guys. The rest are soon to follow unless you give it up.
Yeah, but I think we're at a point where negotiation, if those two weren't dead, I think the negotiation might not have been as smooth, Shabba.
Correct.
You're making it seem like I didn't have to kill that guy, but I think I did.
Oh, you totally did. There's no doubt about that.
Would have been better if I killed the leader, though, because that would have been a big morale blow.
Everybody down on your faces.
Yep, weapons down, pencils down.
The test is over. You all failed.
Yeah, you failed.
Throw your weapons in a random direction and lie down face down.
But don't throw them at us. Throw them innocently.
Throw them off to the side. Put your hands behind your head and assume the position.
All right. What's happening, Thane? We've never had a scenario like this before.
Several of them are still caught in the webs, so they're not really in a position to do much of anything, but they release their weapons. The others, who are free, decide to give up now that you've given the option to surrender, and they hold up their hands, toss their weapons to the ground, and they're just being compliant as your fellow guardsmen approach and kick them down to their knees and start to tie them up and so on.
Yes, restrain them all.
Okay, cool. We're all on the same page. I was worried that the other guards were not going to go with the surrender. Slaughter them. Oh,
all right.
That'd be so cruel.
So we make sure they're all tied up securely. We round up their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, you actually managed to retrieve all of your own caravan's goods because the wagons that were damaged were ones that hadn't been loaded into yet.
Oh, good.
Nice.
And as you're doing that, you notice that while they did have crates and boxes and things in their own wagons, they're all pretty much empty. They're just there's a few basic supplies and then a lot of decoy crates to make them look like an actual caravan.
So that's their whole thing is robbing other caravans, loading up their own carts, and then driving away.
Yeah.
Those fiends.
So for the moment, you have managed to save your caravan, and amazingly, without anyone on your side dying, there were a few close calls there.
Yeah, that's incredible. I can't believe nobody died. Stripey is down.
That's true. You should try to heal him this turn before it's his check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of you guys could heal him.
So Azlo, if you want to...
Yeah, maybe I'll run over there, and I believe I had 1 second-level spell slot left.
Nice.
So
As long as you can heal him from a distance, then we don't need to really worry about it.
Well, it's touch.
I
This is
only
touch.
have the touch spell.
Both Shabba and Azlo are touch. Isn't Shabba closer to Stripey?
Well, then you can't reach him with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Stripey will have to make one more save, and then...
Well, I'll just burn out the one piece of web that's next to him so that somebody can go in.
Well, Stripey needs to make a death save.
Yeah, because he could critically fail the death save is why we need to do it, right? Before somebody could get to him.
Yes, so Stripey's still bleeding out as Azlo and Shabba are running to save him.
All right, I will run into the web, cast Cure Wounds on Stripey, and then Azlo, you torch me out.
Well, but Stripey's check comes first.
So it doesn't matter then. So the only way to prevent him from making the check is if Azlo distance heals, which he can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Could Azlo run into the web and then heal?
No, he's too far.
That's what we're saying is there's nothing for it.
Well, okay, so let's do the math here. If he critically fails, he dies.
And he does, yep.
Without his memories or whatever you flavored it as.
Right, so I'm going to make this roll.
So make this
Since
roll,
I have
and we
to.
don't tell the listeners.
All right, I've made the roll.
But what happened?
Oh yeah. You guys.
Are you
wanna
gonna
know?
tell us?
I rolled a 5, so he failed. But it's not a critical.
But it's not lethal.
Okay.
Bummer. Okay.
Well, you'll heal him next turn. And
It shouldn't be a problem. Just maybe one of you expand a spell slot.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
14?
Nice. All right.
And with the bandits defeated and captured and goods retrieved, you continue on your journey towards Inangath.
Whoa. Captured. Are we taking them with us?
Well, yeah, what else are we going to do?
Yeah, we're taking with us to the next town.
So do we, all of their carts that, still worked and all their alive horses, are we bringing their fake caravan alongside our caravan? How's it all working?
Probably just whatever horses are still alive, we take those with us. The carts, just like any ones that are in good shape, we take with us.
Yeah.
And leave the rest?
Yeah.
And then I guess maybe we just keep them as prisoners, right? On different carts or something.
Yeah.
Or make them walk. Yep.
Yeah, so you bring along 3 wagons that are in good shape and 6 horses.
Nice.
Awesome.
You can always lead horses by the reins, and
We're going to have a lot of loot to sell, since all this loot is ours, as we were the ones who fought, and the merchants were the ones who cowered.
You gather up all of the bandits' gold and other valuables, what little they had, and I can give you the totals for that so you can note that down.
Yes. Got this, Azlo?
please do.
So you gather up 26 gold, 182 silver, and 310 copper.
Are we going to be miserly and hog this to ourselves, or are we going to share it with our comrades?
Ooh, that's a good question. They did risk their lives to help us fight them off. But, it's a Tuesday, and
How about this? We'll propose to the other guards. We'll say, hey, when we get back into town, we're going to sell all this stuff, and then we'll pool everything together, including the money that we found, and we'll split everything. Because, I don't want these guys to resent us. There's no reason why we shouldn't split it with them, because they fought as hard as we did. We need to continue building that camaraderie, because they've got our backs just as much as we've got theirs.
that's true.
They seem amenable to that arrangement. Just gonna sell it all back in town and split it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not terribly hurting for cash, right? I think Shabba's got the right angle here, Azlo, don't you think?
I do, yeah. I used to say that money is my best friend, but now I guess what Shabba's saying is friends are our best friends.
Theoretically, at least.
Real treasure is
Was the friends we made along the
the
way?
money we made along the way. Yeah.
Do we chop up and cook? Do we have a feast? Because there was a dead horse or two.
There's one.
Do we consider that? You can't let that meat go to waste.
What's the name of the next town?
Hinangath. Hinangath.
Oh, hopefully they have a big prison.
Yeah, right.
You can add a dead horse to your inventory. How about that?
I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying, the collective caravan and everybody, the guards, the merchants, us, we could have, hacked up and not let the bodies just rot. And that could be dinner.
That's true.
Shabba, you're all about that, aren't you?
Yeah, totally.
Getting us fed and stuff. Why don't we slice it up, take a few choice pieces of meat, not let the body go to waste.
Sure.
That's not what that horse would have wanted. It wouldn't want its body to go to waste.
Didn't you just eat horses not too long ago? Ones that the Knolls cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. And we've now got a taste for them, so we want more.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
We've developed a palate for them.
Certainly not a common meat in our time and age.
Yeah, I'm sure my comment that it tastes good is going to be hated by our listeners, but...
Well, there's horse lovers, but it's like, think about it mechanically, like, if we just leave the body to rot, then the vultures get it or whatever.
Yeah, something's gonna eat it. Might as well be you.
Might as well be us.
That's right. Those vultures can't have it. That's our dead horse.
We feed the whole caravan, make a horse stew.
That's the spoils of war. It's ours.
Or is that more animal hating by not letting the vultures have it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily mind.
Well, they can pick at what we don't chop off. Like, we don't need to spend a lot of time harvesting.
Okay, so you tie up bandits, we already did that, but you throw them into the wagons and cart them off on to Hinangath, where you arrive late the following evening. So the town has a wooden palisade around it and a small keep visible on a hill near the center.
Wooden or stone, the keep?
It's primarily wood. It's got some stone, like, reinforcements along the bottoms and around certain parts of it, but mostly wood. There's a higher than normal elven population here, you notice? Azlo recalls that many of the elves in southern Marengar congregated in the nation of Berdari, where you are, after the empire collapsed. And they seem to have integrated well with the human society here, sharing similar fashions and dealing with them as equals. The plan is to spend 3 nights here and leave for Akmos the following morning.
Akmos.
I guess the only thing that you have to do here that I know of is selling all of your goods that you've accumulated.
That's right.
Yes, that is correct.
So this place isn't really known for much else other than prisons and places to sell general goods.
I mean, they don't have, like, a maple syrup as a chief export, do they? Because I could take a bath pretty easily.
Bathing in maple syrup. Do you know how many trees that would take?
Oh, yeah. Believe me, I do.
Yeah, doesn't it take something like 40 trees to do one little jar of maple syrup?
Really? Is it that many?
It's something like
It's
that.
a
Yeah,
lot,
like
something like that.
The sap from 40 trees to make one jar of maple syrup. I might be totally off on that number, but...
That's insane.
We bought a couple of jars of syrup recently when we went to a maple farm, and I calculated that we had like 80 or 100 trees worth of syrup.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's what it is. The ratio of sap to syrup is 40 to 1. 40 gallons of sap yields 1 gallon of syrup.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
That's incredibly inefficient.
It's the only way to get it.
It just makes me want to bathe in it even more.
Both honey and maple syrup are very, like, precious.
Oh, yeah.
In our, like, current world, like Earth, not in the DGP land.
Oh, totally.
You go try to buy authentic honey or syrup, and it's just like, everybody's buying the synthetic stuff these days.
Yep. Same thing with almonds. Almonds are very difficult to grow. They're only grown in, like, a couple of different places.
So everyone gets fake almonds instead.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not an option with almonds. But yeah, we had some syrup at one point, and I, like, was putting it on my pancakes, and I was like, this tastes a little weird, and I looked at it, and was like, there's no syrup in this. Whatever this
Right.
stuff is, it's not syrup.
Yep.
It's like maple syrup, and then in small text, flavored or whatever.
Flavored.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's like cheese, too.
Flavored whatever.
Like, what is it, like cheese food stuffs or something?
Oh,
They're
right. Like Velveeta is not actual cheese.
Nope.
Yeah. It's like a cheese-flavored substance.
Oh, man, you know what the best cheese is that I just discovered? Cojita cheese? Cojita. Oh, my goodness. Mwah. Oh, it's so
It's
good.
like, that's a Mexican cheese, right? Or a
Yeah,
South
like-
American cheese?
If you're ever making, like, artisanal, like, tacos for your girlfriend, Sean, throw on some cojita, just grate it up nice and fine, and you'll impress the heck out of her.
I do see Sean making artisanal tacos.
I'm totally, like, spelling this wrong.
Oh, and it's cotija.
Cotija?
The J comes second, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Queso, cotija, la morenotita, goritita, cochita.
An aged
Yes.
Mexican cheese.
Yeah, it is very powdery, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
But yeah, it's really good. It's like almost naturally salty enough to just be like perfect, flavoring, and doesn't need anything else. It's akin to a mild feta, but I like it much better than feta cheese.
Does Shabba want to bathe in a bath of cotija cheese?
Feta but beta.
Feta but better. Yes, I do, actually. Anything that Shabba loves, he just wants to fill a bathtub with it and just get in.
That would be a good way to spend all this hard-earned gold.
Yeah.
Rather than spending us each, splitting it with the guards, why don't we just all bathe in food substances?
Bathe in random things that we like.
But to answer your original question, Thane, yes, as far as we know, the only thing we have to do is sell off a bunch of rusty, crappy old gear, pool the money, split it with the guards, and then divvy the rest out amongst ourselves.
So you also were going to turn in the bandits, I believe.
As far as I recall, we were also going to turn in the bandits. Does that ring a bell to anyone?
We're totally going to turn in the bandits. Those bandits, they're going to jail. They're going straight to jail.
Can we be there for the hearing?
Off with their heads.
Like, I want to be there for the hearing.
Can we be there for the beheading or the hanging? Off with their heads.
I think you're jumping the gun a little bit here, Shabba.
Whenever the judge is trying to make the pronouncement, we'll just randomly yell from the crowd. Off with their heads.
Hang 'em all.
Yeah, you're probably not going to be here that long, but you find the captain of the guard and present your bandits to him.
These are our bandits.
Dear Captain of the Guard, would you like some bandits?
These are a traveling band of bandits.
Check out these fine bandits.
We will rent our bandits to you for 20 gold each
low
a day.
price. Yeah.
Oh no, considering the fact that they're in chains, I think we're accidentally creating slavery here. Let's not do that. Let's backpedal out of this situation real quick.
We'll use it for the town guard to do training exercises with the bandits. They can chase them around like a old-fashioned game of cops and robbers.
Oh, so they set them free and try to catch them again.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
It's a great idea.
So, the captain takes the bandits from you and hears the whole story and the situation from you and the other guards, and from some of the merchants in the caravan as well, who probably knows better because they pass through somewhat frequently. And once he fully understands everything, says, all right, well, this sounds like the group that's been seen around here a few times. There was a small reward posted for them a few months back.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Well, they came to us. We didn't even have to go searching them out. Who do we approach to receive this reward?
Well, I can get that taken care of. Just give me a few minutes, and I'll have these put properly in the jail and be back with your reward.
All right. Do we need to bring the head of the leader to to get the reward?
It's already right here on his body.
Oh, on his shoulders. Oh, that works too. All right.
Does it need to be separated? We can do that. We offer our services.
We're more than happy to oblige.
We're the AAA team. I hand him a business card.
We offer beheading services.
Beheading, sir. Yeah, we're headsmen.
Yeah, we specialize in it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think our justices will take care of this, whatever's left to be done. And the reward was only posted recently. They haven't been marauding that long, fortunately, so there's not as big a reward as you would be hoping for, but it's a little something.
Well, any reward is better than no reward, which is what we thought it was.
He takes care of the prisoners, comes back, and delivers you a small leather bag with 45 gold coins in it.
All right.
It's a nice bonus.
Ooh, nice.
How about that?
And so let's just add that to everything that you get for selling off the loot.
Okay.
I'll just convert it all to gold for you.
Sweet.
You get a grand total of 146 gold.
Divided by 8 is 18.25 gold per person. So there's 5 caravan guards, 3 of us. So 18 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper a person.
18, 2 silver, 5 copper. Okay.
Sweet, guys. Good haul. Good fight.
Oh, so that's everything?
It's everything.
Cool. Okay.
That fight was maybe the most webs cast in one combat in D&D 5th edition history.
I'm pretty sure it was. There's got to be a Guinness record for that. We should ask somebody about. Maybe get us in the book.
They just sit at everyone's home tables and listen in on all of the games happening everywhere all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
Yes.
what Big Brother is for.
I mean, the government's already doing that, aren't they?
Exactly. Right.
Right.
Yeah, like what do you think they're listening for if not D&D statistics?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how. I cannot count the number of times where after having conversation with my wife about something, I immediately start getting ads about that thing, even if I haven't typed it in anywhere.
That's actually true.
They are listening.
Just have to turn off all of the listening devices that you have. Or not buy them in the first place.
All the ones that aren't supposed to be listening to you in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sean, are you, Tokas, are you, disappointed that everyone survived? Because now we have to split everything 8 ways instead of 7 or 6?
I didn't quite get to that part. That was such
I figured that was, something left unsaid. That was the undercurrent, the subtext.
No. I'm very, very thankful that they're all happy and alive. It was such a big, epic fight that we had, and there was, that enemy spellcaster, and it looked like it wasn't going so great for us. And then the leader was really strong.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the spellcaster at least was focused largely on your group because they're the biggest threats.
Yeah, and wasn't the leader hypnotic for a good while?
No, he was webbed.
That's right. He got caught in the webs.
And he just could not get out of that web.
Yeah, so he was much less effective than he would have otherwise been. I think he probably would have ran up and started pummeling some of those caravan guards.
If he hadn't been in a web, he probably could have single-handedly taken out 3 or 4 of them.
Right.
Oof.
Yeah, and some of the most effective stuff that happened that game was what Azlo did, right? Besides the hypnotic pattern, it was the negotiation roll you did to get them to lay down. Because there was still a bunch of them alive at that point in the fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we beat them down and then we talked them down. That's what we do here.
Mm-hmm. We could have easily had a problem on our hands if that hadn't happened.
So, treasure is taken care of, gold's divided up, and getting ready to head on to Ocmos.
Is there a night of rest in between?
Yeah, you're going to be here for 3 nights.
All right, let's roll to recharge the wand of web, and I'll roll to recharge my bow.
Your bow should definitely be full by the end. Wand probably will. They can fill up in 1 night. So
What do we roll for that again?
it's D6 plus 1, I think.
And the bow is just D3.
All right, so that's a 1. So 2.
And you get 1 roll per night.
1 roll per night. Okay, that one's a 5, so I think that does it.
So it's full. I was assuming that everything would be back up to full in that much time.
Bow is back up for sure.
Azlo, you're walking alongside the caravan as normal, keeping an eye out for monsters and bandits, when you start to get an uncomfortable feeling. Something seems to be gnawing at the back of your mind. Every tree and bush seems to be hiding something in its shadows.
Azlo, look out, there's a squirrel in your head.
I thought something was gnawing at the back of my skull.
When you look at the shadows that you think are hiding something, you don't see anything actually there.
Guys, I huddle in close with the other 2.
You look around for the others, and as you turn your head to look back at the group, you suddenly realize that you're alone. Not sure how it happened. The caravan disappeared, as have your companions.
Whoa. What?